Welcome to the Panic Button Podcast. I'm Nina.
I'm Jessie. How are you today, Nina?
Been better.
You know how my day is.
I've been sleeping like absolute dog shit.
Oh, what's been causing you to sleep like shit?
I don't know. I think it's like the antidepressants, maybe the side effects of my medications, drinking too much Jack. Yeah, that's probably it.
Well, you know.
Yeah, I bet she's cutting back.
Yeah.
She's cutting back. Anyway, let's get into the topics at hand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the first one is, why do women love bad boys? I know it's just jumping right into the topic, but do you have a...
Are you asking me? Are you asking me?
I'm asking what your opinion is.
I think that they like the risk, the adventure, you know, the chase. But the thing is, like, they don't realize they can't do that forever, you know? Someone's going to give at some point, either they are or the other person is.
Yeah, I feel like it's a young girl's thing.
Yeah, you want to live. You want to have adventures. You want to.
It's exciting to be reckless, I suppose, when you're that young. I never went through that phase. Also, I'm gay, so I can't. Never went through the bad boy phase.
There's something to the mentality of feeling carefree.
Or careless.
Carefree, careless. I same idea in that mindset, you know? You're just, this is so nice because I have nothing, I don't have to worry about anything, da da da.
It always makes me wonder about why women go for men in prisons.
I couldn't.
It's a reality TV show on TLC or some shit.
I don't get that one.
Finding Love in Prison. I don't know what the title is. I saw it and I'm like, no fucking way that women are getting this desperate.
Yeah,
there are options. There are options, but for some reason, going after a man who has a record, is incarcerated, and has absolutely no money is more attractive than a man that doesn't have any of those things. I don't get the appeal. It's maybe because it's the unknown, you know? Maybe women do it in their younger age, and then they definitely do it towards the midlife crisis time. I've noticed that's where those women seem to be going for that.
Like the thrill, like the being in danger, thrill of it. I don't know.
Or maybe the protectiveness of it, which is an absolute garbage excuse.
You know, quote unquote, that this person's not going to hurt you, but at the same time, no, you don't.
How do you know that?
That you know because you're with them. That's why it's so redundant.
Or maybe they have a mommy complex, like they want to take care of someone else. I don't fucking know. It's true when they say nice guys finish last, because it seems like that always happens, you know?
Is it fixation, maybe?
What?
For the prisoner? Yeah, fixated on something. You gotta be looking for prisoners to...
What do you mean?
I don't know. You have to have some obsession on some quality that they have between all of them. You know what I mean? If you're specifically looking in prisons.
Well, like I can assume
Tinder for prisoners, like left, right, left, right, left.
I think that also some women like to have that control, knowing that that person is locked up, can't go anywhere, can't cheat on you.
You can get fucked in the butt still.
That's very true.
I wouldn't feel secure with that.
Well, it's better than
No, it's not. Listen, if I didn't want to get fucked in the butt, it would not be better than anything. No, it's not.
Okay, let's switch topics for a second. I can't do it.
Don't you fucking come at me. I ended up in prison for a reason. There's a shank up there, I swear. You touch it, dangerous.
Oh, no.
They ever play whack-a-mole? That's how the shank works.
I'm going to turn this podcast around.
So you dare turn me around? I told you no butt stuff. No butt stuff.
I'm turning it over to a new segment. What's Ruth up to? Every time I scroll through TikTok, there is a lesbian baby gay, I should say, that always pops up on my For You page. Someone that I don't follow, but always pops up. And she always gets me either questioning certain things or just very angry about certain things. She's the typical baby gay, does the thirst traps, and baby gay meaning, who doesn't know what baby gay is, it's an adult who comes out as gay later on in life. Is that the best way to describe it?
Yeah, it's like someone,
They're
for the
newly
most
gay.
part, newly gay, definitely. Usually in their older age, they've already had relationships or kids, so...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That would be your typical baby gay. They just
mid-20s and after, usually.
Like midlife crisis coming out.
Like a quarter life crisis?
Well, most people are dying younger these days. We'll call it midlife.
Anyway, I always like to talk to you about what she's been up to and the new thing that has infuriated me or made me question things that she's posted. And this post was her kind of like hugging the legs of a masked lesbian who looks a lot like the last chick she dated. So she's holding on to her legs, and the girl is holding on to her, and she's petting her back, and the text is whenever I need someone, she's always there for me, best friend. And it really took, would you ever date a girl who had a best friend who was also a lesbian and looked like the type of chick she goes for?
Hang on, wait. So this person wasn't the person she was dating?
No, this is her best friend.
Is she dating someone?
No.
So she's fucking this girl?
No?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
She portrays it like they're just friends, they're not fucking or anything like. But she's a her best friend's a masked lesbian, which is what she goes for.
They're
I know.
Doing it. They're doing it.
Would you ever date a girl who had?
No, she's fucking that girl.
That's your assumption.
If she's not, she's trying to. Yes. No, it's not an assumption. It's a goddamn fact.
This is what boggled my mind about this post, was because she talks about how she's an independent woman. She just bought a house. Her type is a masculine lesbian who will let her top. So you could tell that she's trying to get attention. She's trying to find someone on TikTok. I mean, everyone can see it but her. But at the same time, then she'll post something like that, like best friends. And I know that girls can be close and best friends, but when your best friend is also a lesbian who is exactly your type and looks just like the person you just dated, I have some fucking questions for you.
You're trying to fuck that person. And
like,
also,
what are you doing?
Are
you trying to get a threesome?
No. They're trying to fuck that person. They're sending out signals to that person.
To the best friend who she's in the...
Mm-hmm. She wants them.
I don't get it.
So nobody's going to go after her because she's not even looking for anyone because she's so obsessed with this person. I'm telling you.
I don't know, man. That's not what I'm getting from it. I think it's just pure fucking ignorance.
There's a point when women stop sleeping over at people's houses. When they stop doing certain things, like hanging on to other girls and being all affectionate with them when they're not anything more than friends. Mm-hmm. You might hug a friend who's a girl. You might say, love you, like I do with my friends sometimes. They do that shit. But you're not, oh my God, this is my best friend and we cuddle and watch movies, but it's just platonic.
Yeah. No,
you're into her or she's into you. Either way, you guys are trying to fuck.
There's some like underlying sexual tension or some shit going on. Someone likes someone.
Every girl I cuddled and watched movies with was someone I wanted to fuck. We were best friends.
Still want to fuck her though. Mm-hmm. Was she straight? Sometimes
they haven't come out yet. You know,
straight. Yeah, any straight girl cuddling with another girl. I'm questioning your sexuality, my dear.
They're gonna be the baby gays.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which is like fine. I knew, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you're holding on, if you're being like, oh my God, this is my best friend, advertising that to the world. It's one thing to be real fucking lonely, and so you like, I don't know, hang on your best friend and watch movies. Cool, I guess that's your fucking thing. But it's a whole other thing to be like putting it all out online, showing it out to the world, because if you are looking for someone, that's not gonna do it. You know what I mean?
My question is, why are you posting out to the world your close relationship with this best friend?
Yeah.
I don't know. Mm-hmm. I would be quite curious to see what her intentions actually were, because people like that, what they post and who they really are completely different.
They're gonna end up dating or fucking, and then she's gonna be like, I don't have my best friend anymore.
I think that might be a virus. I'm not really sure.
Oh, I didn't really see what it said.
It was some sort of weird pop-up. Anyway, off topic, sidetrack for a second. Sorry.
What do you think Ruth's up to?
I think I want to foretell Ruth's future.
Look into the crystal ball.
So I'm going to foretell her future.
Look into the crystal ball and tell me what you see.
I see Ruth getting into a new relationship with someone who looks exactly like her best friend. But the girl is states away. I see her doing exactly what she did with her last relationship, going to visit and then posting girlfriend stuff, and then it doesn't end up working out, and then she goes off the grid for a little bit, and then she comes back and then does the same thing, because women like that because she always posts stuff like showing her body and like dancing and stuff, so she wants a certain kind of attention.
Oh yeah.
You know?
She's craving it, yeah.
She's craving people to only want her body because she has nothing to say. I mean, nothing that she posts is of any
Value.
Context,
yeah.
You don't learn nothing. You don't even laugh. None of it's funny. It's pretty much her boasting about either being physically attractive or being Miss Independent, buying a house, and like, good for you, girl. Good for you.
For real.
But why do you have to rub it in everyone's face? I mean, I know you're proud, but do you have to show the world that you're proud? Like, why are you trying to get validation? Why are you trying to get that kind of validation?
Yeah, what are you lacking on, hon?
You know, like I used to do this to a degree when I was younger, but we wouldn't have TikTok then. Mm-hmm. But it was Musically, and even I don't even think Musically was around at this time. But my reasonings were very vain because I was young. But I have a feeling if you were to ask this bitch, why do you do this? She'd just say something along the lines of, "Oh, I'm just proud and I want to share it with the world." And that's a good script to say. I'm sure that sounds all nice and lovely, but what you really mean is that you want attention.
I think she just wants a best friend. I mean, she wants attention, yeah, but I think she wants.
She has a best friend.
I think she wants a best friend. Like, she wants to fuck the best friend, so she keeps finding people that look like her.
Did you answer my question?
What was the question?
I asked you, would you ever date a girl who had a best friend like that?
I think I said no because they want to fuck.
I don't know if I heard you say no. I just heard they want to fuck.
Okay,
so,
let me explain.
No. I'm sorry.
No,
I didn't hear you.
Because everything I said before, they want to boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. So, ladies.
Crafts. Play with scissors.
Knit?
They want to do some crafts and play with scissors.
Aw.
What? I didn't do anything
I didn't want to
else.
think about them naked, and now I did, and I'm very upset
I didn't
with
put
you.
them together. They're just dancing.
Oh, no. Madonna, the visuals are disgusting. I was saying before you distracted me with the scissors.
That's always how you get lesbians.
Lesbians know that when you do this, you are doing a disservice to yourself and your future relationships.
That's true.
No woman in her right mind would date a woman who has a lesbian best friend, especially if that lesbian best friend is along the lines of her type. I know a lot of women will say, well, that's just controlling. That means that you don't want me to have friends. No, that's not it. Use your brain. Use your brain.
You guys want to fuck. That's the difference.
Look at it for what it is. Occam's razor. Cut. It's pretty blatant and obvious. And if the tables were turned, as much as you would say, oh, I would be fine with it. You're lying through your fake lips. Stop it. Use your brain. Women will never be comfortable with that. It's just like a straight man would never be comfortable with his girlfriend
Having a guy friend like that.
a best guy friend
Like
who's
that,
straight in her type. Lady, stop. You're doing us disservice to your future relationships.
If you take that context and leave her on the legs and put her as dating men, and she's doing that with a dude, what do you think is happening between her and that dude?
They're fucking.
So why the fuck wouldn't I assume the same with a chick?
Oh, because they're women and they're different.
No, they're not.
Women
fucking
can be
different.
physically close and not be having sex.
That's not fucking
Come
true.
on.
That is fucking bullshit. If I'm getting that close with anyone, I want something.
Don't believe anything different. For real. Anyway, moving on. Oh, what do you think's going to happen to Ruth before we move on?
She's gonna fuck the best friend. They might have a little relationship, but I guarantee you it's gonna fall apart regardless. And she's gonna be all sad that she's all depressed, doesn't have her best friend.
Oh, you know what's even scarier? What if her best friend has a girlfriend? Oh, I feel bad for her.
You know, we don't have the full story.
We don't. Well, I don't ever go digging. It just comes up on my For You page. I don't want to go digging.
I don't have the full
I don't want to go
story.
down that rabbit hole.
No, we only need to know about Ruth.
Yeah.
What's Ruth up? That's my assumption.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know about the girlfriend situation. But I know if I was her girlfriend and I saw some bitch posting that was her best friend, that I would be sitting there and going, let's talk because we have a problem.
And usually what girls do is they will try to turn it around and say, well, you're being controlling. You just don't want me to have friends, yada, yada, yada.
Cool.
Okay, remember my last girlfriend? Oh, yeah. She always had close guy best friends, so they always wanted to fuck her. The reason why her and I are no longer is because I never felt fucking comfortable.
You also had random men showing up in your house.
Yes.
Just randomly.
They were her best guy
Didn't
friends.
one of them try to set it on fire? Her bed?
Set her bed on fire, yeah.
Yeah. Would you feel comfortable with them having a fucking guy friend that they're hugging on their legs and shit and being like, oh, they just love me? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't be fucking comfortable. I'm not comfortable. You shouldn't be comfortable. Why is this something people want to be comfortable with?
Because Especially young girls, and God, when they get in their 30s and they're like this, you're done.
Lost hope.
You're done. It's over. Women, especially in their 20s, they don't like being wrong. And so they will gaslight in order to not feel like ashamed or feel like they're wrong. For some reason, it's like kryptonite to ever admit to being
Defeat.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. I read that it has a lot to do with internal shame and shit like that.
Shit. Yeah.
But if you feel guilty, then why are you doing a horrible thing to your partner by gaslighting them and making them think that they're crazy when you're the fucking nut job, you know? And a lot of women do that. A lot. For some reason, being wrong or being called out on their shit,
Makes me
heaven
angry.
forbid they say, you know what, you're right, or own up to their shit. Heaven forbid. They'd rather go down in flames with their relationship hitting the bottom of the ocean floor before they ever say, yeah, you know what, maybe I did fuck up. Maybe part of this relationship going to shit was partially my fault.
You know, it's only something I've ever heard men say. But there's a saying of, is this the hill you want to die on? I used to hear it every time. Every time my mom and dad would fight, my dad would look, well, every time me and my mom would fight, my dad would look at me and go, is this the hill you want to die on? And, you know, because I'm a woman and because I was a teenager and I was hormonal as fuck, I was like, yes! This is the fucking hill I want to die on! And honestly, I fucking had every right sometimes. But you never really hear women saying that. I mean, I'm a little different because of how I obviously had that forced down my throat. So I definitely think about it often. But that's a very big thing that men view looking towards women. Like, is this really the fight I want to take on, or am I just going to let her think she's right?
Honestly, that's what I did.
Yeah.
Because it became so exhausting. After a while, you think, why am I doing this? What is the point? It's a waste of time. They're not going to listen. They're not going to back down. They're not going to realize the reality of the situation. They're living in their own fantasy world where they're right and they did nothing wrong, and you're the one attacking them, and you need to be shut down.
Yeah.
So what do you do eventually when this becomes a pattern? You say, you're right. I fucked up. But that also doesn't work, because then they say, well, what do you mean? Or they'll start going in and attacking
Deeper
more. Like,
and
they
deeper,
keep wanting to
digging.
fight.
Yeah.
Even when you try to diffuse the situation, say, okay, you're right, I'm wrong, I'm sorry, they still want to keep going. You're kicking the horse is dead. Stop kicking it. You know?
Yeah.
Why do you want to keep fighting? And I never had an answer. Do you have an answer? Why women just want to keep that fight going?
I think maybe if I had the answer, I wouldn't have moved out at 8. I'm not to be like, I wouldn't have moved out and like left if I didn't have so many fights with my mom. It was mostly with my mom, the fighting. So women sometimes, they just insist on being right constantly, and you just can't be wrong. And so if you end up in a relationship with that woman, or if you have children with that woman, you should be very cautious of everything. Because wow.
But why do they want to keep fighting even when they've won the fight? That's
It's
my
like,
question.
I'm assuming it's like a bully. The more they knock you down, the better they feel about themselves.
That's
Every
definitely a
time-
fucking possibility.
Every time they make you feel inferior, they feel superior because they're stronger than you and better than you. They can call you out on things.
Oh, so it's like a power-hungry
It's
thing?
a power trip, yeah.
Power trip.
The only reason someone's gonna dig in after saying like, "Oh, you're right," or "I
Yeah.
agree," and this is exact, I'm gonna fix on things. The only reason someone's gonna dig in is to feel stronger.
Oh.
They already have you on your knees, and now they're forcing you down even further into your face. Yeah, they just want to literally watch you crumble from how strong they are.
Wow.
Because my mom did it a lot.
Well, that's
And
a
it
pretty
took-
good answer. I'm
It
curious.
took me like literally breaking down and crying, and then her telling me I was a piece of shit for me to like actually hit the lowest point, and then she'd give up because she'd finally seen me at my lowest, and she felt her strongest. Guaranteed. That's the only thing I can think.
I would go more in depth with this, but I don't want to get depressed today by going deeper into the dark hole that was
Yeah.
my relationship.
Yeah.
Because I have some stories like that
Along
too.
that line, yeah,
But
I'm
we'll
sure.
save that for a different podcast. So, ladies and gents, what do you think?
Yeah.
Why do
Where do you think it comes from?
Why do you think women want to keep fighting even
Why do you think they have
when
to
you've
be
given
right?
up?
Yeah, why do they have to be right all the time? Why do they have to keep insisting on being right?
We're interested in your opinion.
Please do tell us in the comments below. Give a like and subscribe. We haven't asked you guys to do that ever, so
And now we are.
yeah.
Bye.